we followed Game around through 2 full tours in a 15-passenger van, following his tour bus just to come on and open for him. You know what I mean? So the grind is crazy. We didn't get paid. We actually lost money doing it. So we was working. And we was doing whatever it takes. So it's funny to me when people see us now and think it started just with Kendrick.
Keeping it G ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young nigga show his ass I'm puppy. I got the whole
Punch, president of Top Dawg Entertainment, record label. The house is Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock, Ab-Soul, Schoolboy Q. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Watts, to be specific, Nixon Garden Projects.
Lived there your whole life?
Nah, I was there from when I was born till about 12 years old. Relocated to Bellflower, California, which is about 8 minutes away on the freeway. How I got involved with Top Dawg Entertainment was I was trying to start my own record company when I was like 21, 22. Realized quick you need a few dollars to start a company. So Top Dawg, which is my blood relative, he had his company that he was just starting up, which is Top Dawg Entertainment. So I talked to him all the time because he was managing producers and getting on soundtracks and doing all kinds of stuff. So me and him would talk. He liked my business mind. Like, you should just come over with me. I mean, we talk all the time anyway. We always, talking about how to make moves in this business. Let's just do it together. So I came over like that. We started it around late 04, maybe. That's when the current team that's in place now, that's when we started. Top Dawg Entertainment was actually set up maybe in 97, 98, but it was inactive for all those years. Well, we actually started the label. It was Top Dawg's whole idea. I mean, we had another relative that was making moves in the music business as well. So he would talk to him. So Top would see like, okay, you can get money over here. Let me try to do my thing. So he went build out his own studio and started having artists come by and doing that whole thing. But J-Rock was rapping in the projects. Top had been hearing about J-Rock through B-Dawg actually. B-Dawg part of the team. And he brought J-Rock through the studio and heard his voice. And that was the first artist. Once I sold on rock when I first heard him, it's crazy because when I first heard him, he was in the booth. The booth was dark. And all I hear is he rapping this verse. So I'm thinking when he walk out, it's finna be this 300-pound, 6'5" cat walk out of there. I seen skinny J-Rock come out. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. But then the way he was rapping too, like he was using his metaphors, his delivery was strong. So I'm like, yeah, definitely work with rock. After we signed J-Rock, Kendrick came. This was maybe probably like a month later, really. Because Kendrick and Dave Free, they had made a mixtape. They had been trying to do their thing too. And they had been trying to get the tape over to Top Dawg. So Dave would do stuff like come fix Top computer, not knowing what he's doing at all. But while he's operating on it, he had Kendrick CD playing in the background. They just be there for hours listening to the whole thing while he's faking like he's fixing his computer. So that was that. Top had already heard Kendrick already, just from around the neighborhood. So he had them come over and it was history ever since. Actually, Ab came. Ab maybe came 6 months after Kendrick came. I heard Ab rap when he was like probably about 15 years old. Him and Soundwave were tight. He was making beats for Soundwave, and I know Soundwave since he was a little kid. So I just happened to be over there that day and I heard it. So years later, after I came on the Top Dawg, I brought Soundwave over, and he was like, "Yo, you remember, Ab-Soul? This and that." His name was Absolute at the time. I'm like, yeah, dude with the glasses on who's rapping. Dude, crazy. So he bought him by. And I was like, man, that was an easy call because he was doing the same stuff that we was doing, just trying to do it on his own and through other people. I knew once we get him over the way he think, I mean, it'd be a wrap.
What about Schoolboy?
Schoolboy came through Ali. Ali had been harassing me on MySpace for months, trying to get over, saying he engineered, he got this mixtape, he engineered for Tyga. You know, they was part of the same team at the time. He did Tyga, I think it's maybe his first mixtape or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you know, he just hitting me constantly. So I'm like, all right, we shooting a video. We was shooting J-Rock's Lift Me Up video on the projects. I'm like, come through. You know what I mean? Come through the projects. We over here right now. I didn't think he was gonna come. He showed up. You know what I mean? Bright and early. He had Tyga with him. They was rapping in the little cypher out there. So from there, Ali was playing football and Q was on his team. And Q was also a part of, you know, they had their own clique. So he would bring Q to the studio just to come and observe or whatever. So I finally heard him rap one day. I'm like, man, oh, what you doing? Like, what you trying to do? So I don't know. You know, I guess I'm gonna try to rap. I'm playing football. I'm like, yeah, all right, well, just keep coming, keep rapping. So that's how I came. But it's interesting with Q because he didn't take it serious. He didn't take it serious for a while, like the first year or two maybe. I mean, he was still, you know, doing his thing in the street or whatever. So like, I was impressed with everybody lyrically because they all brought a different perspective. Q was still green, like early, but I heard the perspective in his raps. You know what I mean? Like the certain details he would say. So once he developed and came into his own, then it was really official. But I was impressed with Jump. J-Rock and Kendrick knew each other from afar. They wasn't really close or nothing like that, but Kendrick went to Centennial High School in Compton. J-Rock would come up there at Centennial fighting and doing this whole thing because that's what, in the private Nixon Gardens, most of them go to Centennial. So that's how they kind of knew each other from afar. And Compton and Watts is just like steps away. As far as the other two, they didn't really know each other like that. That's all it came about. It was absolutely just a chemistry thing. Like Ab and Q smoke. That's their thing. So they bond that way. You know what I mean? And in the process, bond with music. You know what I mean? J-Rock and Kendrick, they were the first two. So everything Rock was doing, Kendrick was right there. So some of my early influences, I think it's two different things I could point to. One was my pops used to be like a mixtape DJ, I guess before they even had a title. He put all the like old school rap and oldies all on the mixtape and sell them around the projects. So my first memory really was Dougie Fresh, the show. Dougie Fresh, the Slick Rick. We drive, go pick up my mama from work while he bumping that, like on repeat all the way down. After that, it was I remember sneaking across the street in the projects, listening to NWA records. Like, the level that they cursed at and profanity was astounding. Like, I hadn't heard it, like, in that bulk. I like to say I'm like the glue to the whole thing. Because I relate business-wise and I relate to the artist being that, you know, I'm a writer. So I understand both sides, and I like to try to come to some sort of medium between the two. I really like to fill in, you know, whatever's needed. With the song Mandatory, that was the first time Rock really changed his cadence and his voice. Like, a lot of people didn't know it was him coming off like that because it sounded so much different than what he was doing before. But he was just experimenting, him and Kendrick in the studio and Ab. So from that point, his style really developed a lot, lyrically mostly, you know what I mean? Because him, Ab, and Kendrick was doing a lot of work at that time. We did No Sleep to NYC mixtape. That was him and Kendrick rapping over old school New York beats. We thinking at the time like, all right, we gotta get New York. You know what I mean? We gotta impress them. We wasn't sure what the scene was over here or nothing like that. What everybody was listening to. We just thinking, okay, let's just rap over classics. And, you know, see how they feel it. If they feeling it, I had to translate everywhere else. So that was the whole mind state behind that, and that was really just the start though, mandatory. See, we did it backwards. He got the deal first before any buzz, before any fans. So we had to work backwards, like we got the deal, now let's try to go get the people. So we was just doing any and everything, like freestyling over other beats and, you know, just trying to do anything to make a name. But the label wasn't doing anything. And we thinking, you know, what our mindset is, they supposed to, you know, we signed, what's up? Why they ain't doing nothing? We didn't realize that they follow our lead. So we finally started putting the mixtapes out, the Watts Finest Volume 1, 2, 3, putting Kendrick mixtape out, and we started getting a little following. Around this time, we had ran into Lil Wayne. And we got a verse from him for All My Life, that record. Even with that though, we had to chase Wayne around through 3 different states to get this verse. He was busy, you know what I mean? He was touring, working, doing this thing. This when he was at his peak in 08. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne at 08 sold 1 million copies in a week. So we chasing him around. We finally got the verse in Virginia somewhere. So we got it, he did that. The label was impressed, it was gonna push it. So we got the song up to about 800, 900 spins a week. At this time, Asylum was merging with Warner Brothers. So the head of Asylum took over urban music for Warner. So once they came in, they shut everything down. So we was about to impact maybe a week before they came at Urban Radio. You know, once you impact, that's when your regular rotation comes in. They just completely shut it down, killed the whole momentum of the record.